Goeienaand, good evening fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And you know what? It pays to be corrupt in South Africa. It really does. Go no further than Jacob Zuma, the thief in chief. Jacob Zuma still lives in luxury at taxpayers' expense. Over the past 5 years, the ANC has spent at least 82 million rand in public funds to support the lifestyle of former presidents. And the evidence suggests that a disproportionate chunk of this goes into Zuma's pocket. And this is not the full extent of the expenditure, as it is only based on 60% of the available data, which means that the total amount potentially reached as high as 114 million rand, taxpayers' dollars. The staggering figure emerged from replies to parliamentary questions the Democratic Alliance, or DA, posed immediately after seeing the sickening sight of how Zuma, a kingpin of the ANC state capture project, arrived to testify about his misdeeds at the Zondo Commission, accompanied by 8 luxury vehicles, flashing blue lights, and dozens of security guards. Now, we actually put that video up on the 2019 channel. It was a few weeks ago now, but absolutely disgraceful. The response to my question revealed that over the past 5 years, the ANC government spent over 16 million rand in taxpayers' money on travel and subsistence for former presidents and their spouses. An additional 65 million rand of South Africa's money has been used over the same period to provide for the needs of the following former presidents and their spouses: former President F.W. de Klerk and spouse, former President Thabo Mbeki and spouse, former President Kgalema Motlanthe and spouse, former President Jacob Zuma and spouse, former Deputy President Phumile Mlambo Nguka and spouse, and former Deputy President Baleka Mbete and spouse. Interestingly, the amount of public money spent on former presidents increased significantly between the 2017-2018 financial year and 2018-2019 financial year, from 15 million rand to 19.5 million rand. This coincides with Zuma's resignation, which raises the possibility that the ANC government is lavishing Zuma with benefits that may significantly exceed those of the former presidents. Another worrying issue revealed by the responses to the DA's question is that the government apparently has no mechanism in place to monitor how much taxpayer money is used to support the lifestyles of former presidents. Minister in the presidency, Jackson Mthembu, complained that our question on how much money the government is spending on former leaders could not be reasonably fully answered in the time allowed. He said, "We threw in a large number of finance officials to collate and analyze the data. In other words, on any given day, the government has no idea how much of your money they are spending." It is unacceptable that the government lavishly spends this money without any type of monitoring system in place. Having established that government spending on former presidents has increased significantly of late, the DA will now pose a follow-up question to attain a breakdown of how much of this 82 million rand was spent on each of the 6 beneficiaries and their families. As was the case while he was president, it seems that Jacob Zuma continues to milk the people of South Africa for every cent he can get his hands on, with the ongoing enthusiastic support of the ANC. Public money must be used to create prosperity for the people of South Africa, not to reward the likes of Zuma. And I just want to touch on this as well, and that's the Durban mayor. She is a complete and utter Zandile Gamidi. She resigned from the council, but then she reinstated herself, didn't she? And there's actually a really neat cartoon, and thanks Marlena for sending it through to me, which kind of sums up the situation in Durban right now, with this councillor who's facing, or the mayor, who is facing fraud charges, hundreds of millions of rand in fraud charges, and yet she is refusing to budge as mayor. All right, guys, here comes that little graphic or cartoon. Please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video and please stay safe. Bye for now.